Specifically when it comes to agri, contribution to agri sector, apart from Bioseed, I would also want to highlight significant work that has happened in our sugar operations. Specifically the kind of a sustainable ecosystem that has got built in central Uttar Pradesh, where we work with close to about 250,000 farmers. We've got 4 mills over there, and it's 100% integrated, zero discharge, extremely high productivity in terms of cane, and also extremely an accelerating path in terms of the farm incomes over there. All that is coming at practically a very negligible cost, if I may say, to the larger society or environment. So that's something that we are very proud of. And we work on multiple stuff over there. Apart from transfer of technology, apart from providing inputs, it's also about water conservation, it's about education. It's about how do we uplift the entire system that we are part of. And like you rightly said, for Bioseed, sustainability is, again, it's our business model. It's our job to ensure that we develop and breed seeds which are climate resilient, which are able to withstand various types of stress conditions, which are able to perform irrespective of what kind of situation that the farmer is practicing this agriculture. So that's our bread and butter, and that's a natural advantage that Bioseed has being in the seed sector. And again, very happy to say that in the last 30 years, there has been a very consistent effort in terms of coming up with better and more innovative products, seeds on this front. One last is about an year back, we had launched what is called a DCM Shriram Ag Water Challenge. Now, this was a very unique kind of a stuff where we said that the earlier whatever initiatives that we were doing were geography specific, cluster specific, where we were making a significant impact. But then we said that what we were discussing was the lunch table about 2,000 kilometers away from where we are. How do we impact lives of farmers irrespective of whether they are located to our physical establishments or not? So that's where this thing came up. And the dream was to make an impact to the lives of 1 million farmers and by significantly reducing the consumption of water used in agriculture. So that's where the DCM Shriram Ag Water Challenge basically came up. So extremely happy to say that about 130 applicants followed by 15 semi-finalists, and now we are in the final stage. We've selected 3 organizations just about a week back, one of which would be identified as a winner in about a couple of months and would get an extremely handsome amount of about 2 crore of grant. Now, the idea behind all this, whatever we are doing, whether it is in Bioseed or in sugar or to the DCM Shriram Ag Water Challenge, there are basically 3 principles. One, whatever we do in terms of sustainability, it has to be scalable. It has to make an impact to a large section of intended beneficiaries and not about 100, 200 people yearly. The second is, whatever is the technology, whatever is the solution, that is something which has to have a market validation. It is something which has to be acceptable to the beneficiary. It has to be accepted, respected, adopted by the farmers. And the third, all this has to happen without compromising on productivity. So these are the 3 principles that we follow: scalability, market validation, and productivity. And while we very strongly believe that we just started scratching the surface in terms of the contribution that we can make, there's an interesting conversation that we were having internally some time back, where when this concept was being talked of, somebody said, "Why us?" And there was a resounding reply to that: "Who else are we waiting for?" So that's what we believe, whether it's part of our sugar operations or it's part of the DCM Shriram Ag Water Challenge or part of Bioseed, that instead of waiting for somebody else to come and do, what is it that we can do now, what is it that we can do today, what is it that we can do to ensure that the agriculture in this country essentially prospers. That's the philosophy that we live by. Thank you.